Hello everyone, welcome back to Scott Reviews Things in 4.5 minutes. Still being December, we're going to stick with the Christmas motif, and I'm going to review the SCTV Christmas episodes from 1981 and 1982, which was season 4 and 5 of the series. Just an overview, SCTV was a fantastic series that ran for 6 years, 3 years in Canada, 2 years in the States here on NBC, and then their final year on Cinemax. So we're going to just jump right in with the Christmas episode from 1981. The theme of this Christmas episode was a Christmas party. So all the SCTV characters were in this episode together. Not all of them, but most of them. And so you see characters that you don't usually react with each other during the rest of the run of the series are acting together here, which is nice. And you also see the characters even that aren't even in the episode are represented, such as they have Count Floyd's coffin, decorated in Christmas ornaments and stuff like that. So, if you're a fan of the show and you see something like that, that's just a little something extra for you to enjoy. They also have in the show, of course, parodies, which they are famous for, Christmas commercial parodies, and they do a Christmas movie parody in the middle of the show, which is fantastic. It's just a crash course on how to do parody. You see that, and they just nail everything. It's just fun to watch. Then we go to the Christmas episode the next year, and let me tell you, before we go to next year, so the cast for that year was John Candy, Joe Flaherty, Eugene Levy, Andrea Martin, Catherine O'Hara, Rick Moranis, and Dave Thomas. And that was the episode, that was the cast for that episode. Now, during the fourth and the fifth year, Dave Thomas, Rick Moranis, and Catherine O'Hara left, and they added Martin Short. But for the Christmas episode, for season 5, Catherine O'Hara came back, which is fantastic. You can't go wrong with Catherine O'Hara, one of the funniest people in the world. There was no Christmas party on this one. This one also had, television parodies. This episode was more about what SCTV was going to show. There was a lot of preview parodies in this one about the shows that were coming up on SCTV. It also has a Wonderful Life, a bit running right through it, featuring the Johnny LaRue character played by John Candy. And I'm going to talk about that in just a few seconds. But both episodes, the Christmas episode from the 4th season and the 5th season, are also accompanied by audio commentary. The one in the 4th season is Catherine O'Hara and Andrea Martin. The one in the 5th season is Catherine O'Hara and Martin Short. So I would suggest you watch the episodes first and then rewatch it with the commentary on, because they give you a lot of backstory about what happened and what was going on during that time. And you can really tell that they loved each other. Not a lot of feuding going on there. Everybody really, really loved each other. So now I want to touch on the high point of both episodes, and that is John Candy's playing Johnny LaRue. Johnny LaRue was his signature character. He was the character he was known most for in SCTV. And it's actually a carryover. So something happens to him in the Christmas episode in season 4, and it's sort of a continuation of what happens to him in the Christmas episode in season 5. So I would suggest watching these back to back, and you can just see what happens. You can see how they fit together excellently. Excellently? I don't even know if that's a word. If it is a word, excellently. If not, copyright. John Candy is awesome. I thought he was awesome in general, but he is totally awesome in both of these. Not only is he extremely funny, he is also he's being funny and touching at the same time, which is very, very hard to do. He's being funny with the character with his heart breaking. And you can just see it, and you can just see him emoting that, and you're laughing, but you sort of have a little something in your heart going, "Ooh, this is kind of sad." John Candy was a fantastic actor, and he left us way too soon. And just this